What's up, y'all? It's Chief Ola, aka Silent Cat, Young Cat, back at with another video. Before I start this lesson, I would like to send peace and positive energy onto the lovely, sexy, beautiful goddesses on the land. I would like to send peace, love, and light protection on them. I would also like to send peace, love onto the gods, peace to them. I also like some pieces of beings that are not made the way I'm made. We can reflect something that's within me. As far as we want to help our people uh, and get our land back to our owner, which is my mother. Peace to them. I will also like some peace, positive energy, most importantly, onto the Queen of Heaven and Earth, my mother. Uh, the head chick, uh, as she had told me. And to the ancestors, most importantly, all the Orishas, peace and love, all of them. Peace to the lost souls, the souls that's unaware of who they are right now. I would like to send peace to the cosmos. I would like to send peace to the earth. And I would also like to send peace on out onto myself. Yeah, so my mother, she basically wanted me to talk about training yourself, training the mind. Um, I talked a little bit about this on my last video I made. I talked about the pineal gland and how to balance out your energy uh, in order to activate your pineal gland. You can't activate your higher self unless you balance yourself. Balance is training because the more you balance yourself out, the more you going to understand how to handle your energy when you activate it because you balanced it out. You did the work. As men, we're made to be the lions. We the lions, right? I'm a lion. But as a lion, I can't roar if I don't have balance it out. If I don't have any um balance to myself, if I don't have any structure to myself, how the fuck am I gonna war? Cause then I'm gonna be a clown motherfucker out here ready to attack any motherfucker that I see just because I'm a lion. It don't work like that. Have to have balance, you have to have structure to yourself. That's what my whole teaching been about. When I'm teaching to the gods. That's why I told you I come from the father line off the right hand. So my information is talking morally to the young brothers out here. Right? So these young lion-minded souls out here, yeah, be a lion, but have balance as a lion. Be able to balance yourself out. Ain't nothing wrong with you going outside, grounding with nature, playing with the dirt, putting your feet in the dirt. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you're supposed to do. Lions, they be outside too. Lions be in the grass. So what the fuck is wrong with you being in the grass? Ain't no wrong with you, connecting with your feminine side. You're supposed to do that. This is why I told motherfuckers and others have told you, how the fuck you gonna call yourself a god if you ain't done anything that's god like? You can't call yourself a god if you ain't did nothing that's god like. It don't make sense. You have to do god like shit to be able to activate your god like mind. That's just what it has to be. Cause you ain't just a god, you a goddess and a god in one motherfucking vessel. Because you have feminine energy and you have masculine energy. So you two energies combine into one vessel. In order for you to reach your God self, you have to go through the feminine energy. The divine feminine energy gave you logic. Okay, so she gave you logic for what? To be able to transform yourself, right? Transform yourself from one state to another state. That's logic. So if I'm sitting around angry all day from being a lion and I'm getting down on motherfuckers, fight motherfuckers, killing motherfuckers, I have logic in myself to be like, hey man, I need to stop doing this shit. I'm a man and I've already proven that. But how the fuck can I be a man if I can't talk to another man without putting my hands on him? I can't be a man. I have to be able to talk to another man and be able to sort out any problem that I have with this man so we can make the situation better rather than we beating the fuck out of each other. That's logic. You have that logic in you. Because there's times where it is the moment where you put the hands on the motherfucker, there is times for that. Then it's a time where, nah, I don't need to put hands on this motherfucker. He ain't really done nothing wrong to me. I'm just in my lying mind and I want to do something to him just because that's what I feel is best. But there's a better way of solving the situation and the problem. And that's using my logic. Right? So it's best to use your logic and be logical in a situation rather than just handle it the way you feel is best. That's what it is. Right? So you understand your logic. Now you have your feminine side. Your feminine side is what allows you to think more. Right? When you smoking weed, I told motherfuckers this shit before. When you're smoking weed, when you're smoking marijuana, right? Certain motherfuckers, when they smoke weed, they start to think, right? The reason why you start to think when you smoking weed is because your feminine brain is activating, right? The weed, the energy from the weed hits the heart, right? Because the heart and the brain is connected to each other. So when the energy from the weed hits the heart, it goes to the right part of the brain, which will allow the feminine brain to activate. And then the left part of the brain, which will be the masculine part of the brain, which will be logic, will cause you to start thinking even deeper than that. Right? So your right brain is activating, right? And information is coming to you, but your masculine brain is going to allow you to think deeper. That's logic. Right? So when you smoking weed and you getting all this information and you know you starting to think even deeper, that's your feminine brain and your masculine brain working together. They working together. They are finding a connection between each other. Because I told you the left brain is going to react off the right. The white brain is what caused the shots. The left going to have to work off the right. After they read each other and understand each other's energies, then that's when you activate your higher self because you realize you're feminine and you realize you're masculine. That's how that shit activate. I said this shit in my last video. I just made like 3 days ago. I just said that. So I have to say it again. This is how you evolve. This is how you activate your higher self. So you have to be able you have to be able. I realized my last video I made, I guess I didn't say enough, so mama got me speaking more on the shit. I probably didn't say enough. Um so you have to be able to balance yourself out for your greatest good. And you have to train yourself. Training yourself is going to be able to build you up, right? So to be more lion minded righteously, for instance, cutting grass. Like I cut grass. Cutting grass, cutting grass is another way for you to tap into your lion mind and have more logic. If something around your household doesn't look right and it's bothering the feminine energy, you being the masculine energy, the lion, the logical being, you have to be able to make her feel the way she want to feel. So something don't look right with the house, you have to be the one that fix it. So she like, all right, babe, you need to go out and cut the grass because it look tacky. I don't like how it look. You all right, but go out there and cut that motherfucking grass. What that's doing is is allowing you to have structure while being a lion mind. Right, because a lot of lion mind beings, them motherfuckers don't listen to women. A lot of them. A woman tell them do something, they tell them, bitch, get the fuck out of here. I don't have to listen to you. I'm a man. I don't gotta listen to you. Right, but by you taking orders or taking the word from your lady to go do something and you go do it, that's building you up as a lion-minded being. Because that means you're opening up to listen to somebody else's opinion. That's how you build yourself up. See, this is what a lot of motherfuckers' fathers never taught them. They never taught them shit like that. That's male principles. I told motherfuckers, I told the men, ain't nothing wrong with you washing the dish. Ain't nothing wrong with you vacuuming your room. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. But these sorry ass niggas out here, they told you that was bitch shit. It ain't no bitch shit to vacuum your room. Ain't nothing wrong with being a man and you don't want to be no dirty motherfucker. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm a man and I ain't no dirty motherfucker. I don't want to smell like a motherfucking. I don't even know, nigga. I don't want to smell like no motherfucking elephant, nigga. I don't want to smell like I'm in the zoo. I want to smell like somebody, nigga. I don't give a fuck. That don't make me a bitch. That don't make me gay. Cause I want to smell good. I just want to smell good. I don't want to smell fucked up. And you shouldn't as a man. You should make sure that you smell right. That's another way you build your uh masculine energy up. Make sure your hygiene right. Making sure you right. Make sure you smell good. Making sure that everything with you is right and sustainable the way it needs to be. That's how you build yourself up. Activating your feminine, activating your feminine, give more love. Talking to more people. Motherfucker walk past you, hey, how you doing? How you doing, bro? Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with talking to a motherfucker. Ain't nothing wrong with asking how a motherfucker doing. Hey, what's up, bro? You ain't gotta know him. All right, what's up, bro? How you doing? Ooh, okay, ooh, all right, love, bro. Ooh. Oh, you need something? You good, bro? Ooh, it may be hot outside. He might be jogging. You need a water, G? Ooh. Oh, you good? Okay, what's up, OG? Ooh. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's activating your feminine self. Because you open up your heart to other people. You ain't keeping yourself closed minded to the motherfuckers you only know. Because you never know. You can talk to a motherfucker, that motherfucker may be a motherfucker that can help you change your motherfucking life. But you wouldn't know that if you being an ignorant motherfucker. Or you never know, you could be talking to a motherfucker that probably don't give a fuck, and that motherfucker get down on you because you being ignorant with him. Show you ain't as tough as you think you is. You just never know. That's why I be telling motherfuckers, show respect to these motherfuckers. It don't make you weak to respect another man. Always respect another man. I don't give a fuck if that motherfucker gay. Always show respect to another motherfucker man because you don't know what the fuck going on. You just don't know. So you have to have respect, right? That's how you activate your heart energy or your feminine energy, I meant to say. That's how you activate your feminine side. Balancing out the two, balancing out the left bump, what they call the left bump, and the right bump. This is how you balance that shit out. Once you balance off the left bump and the right bump enough, this is when you go bump straight. A motherfucker that's bump straight is a motherfucker that's in tune with his masculine and his feminine. My ear's ringing. My right ear ringing. Okay. That mean that means some information is coming in me. um a motherfucker that's bump straight is a motherfucker that's in tune with his masculine side and his feminine side. That's a motherfucker that's bump straight. That's when you bump straight as a motherfucker person. A motherfucker that ain't bump straight is a lot of these sorry motherfuckers you see out here now. They ain't bump straight. Putting their hands on women and shit. Y'all niggas ain't shit. You a bitch ass nigga. You put your hand on a woman, you a bitch ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. And I'll tell you that shit to your fucking face, you sorry motherfucker. Put your hands on a woman. Just because you can't handle yourself. Right. Put your hands on a woman because she don't want to give you no pussy. She don't want to give you no motherfucker pussy, so you put your hands on her. That's some sorry ass shit. That's a motherfucker that ain't bump straight, right? And a lot of that is caused because a lot of these motherfuckers out here are not produced the right way. When you don't have a father figure around, you may not produce the way you're supposed to produce. Yeah, it's good to have your mother around, but you do need your father around. Because your father is going to allow you to tap into your masculine side the right way. He gonna give you that knowing of, all right, you a man, but you have to learn the principles of being a man. You have to learn. You have to learn when to get down on the motherfucker and when not to get down on the motherfucker. Always show respect to another man until they go against your respect. Then that's when you have to do something. But until then, always show respect to another motherfucker. I don't give a fuck who they is. Like I said, gay, straight, but always show respect. Because that builds character. You see a motherfucker that's not like you and don't carry your same mannerisms, all right, you don't have to make fun of that motherfucker, call him weak. Hey, it's just what it is. They just ain't like you. They just not like you. That don't mean that they weak. That don't mean that they ain't gonna do something. You don't know. You don't know who a motherfucker is. A lot of motherfuckers out here be trying to, you know, think of other ways to keep themselves calm, so they don't get to a point to where they do some stupid shit. You don't know who a motherfucker is. So the best thing for you to do is just, keep yourself right, show respect to a motherfucker, and keep it moving. That's all you do. Also, I think I mentioned just in one of my last lessons I made. I was talking about the goddesses, right? The goddesses, right? Y'all, y'all different from us. I don't think a lot of the goddesses be realizing what they doing, but a lot of them be balancing out their energy. Right, because you see some goddesses, they wear male clothes, right? So they wear like a flannel, right? Some of them wear a flannel with some baggy jeans, with some construction boots, with what they call them hats, um, a bucket hat, whatever they call them. They wear some masculine shit like that. See, from a far view, you would think she a lesbian, but she not necessarily a lesbian. She's military minded. A military mind does not dress a certain way, you know, like everybody else. They dress to fit the description of war, to dress a way to where, they ready for anything to go down, whether if it's fighting, whether if it's anything, they gotta run anything. That's a military minded motherfucker. A military minded motherfucker, they're not flashy. Like me, I wear some generic shit. I don't give a fuck. You know. They not flashy people. They just dress a certain way. They dress military. Right? So she wears masculine clothes to balance out her energy, right? Because even though us men, we had to fight on the front line when the dirty Moors came in trying to get us off the land. We had to fight on the front line. Some of the divine feminine energy, they helped, they did fight, but I would say we probably did a lot more fighting, because of what we had to do. We had to step on the main line. We had to step for y'all. So a lot of that warrior energy, right? Because a lot of things they did affected us all, but it affected y'all more. So a lot of the trees they cut down, a lot of the pyramids that we had that they blew up, crystallized pyramids that they blew up, a lot of that affected y'all energetically. So a lot of y'all warrior energy is in y'all. Right? So basically, y'all haven't really released y'all warrior energy to its fullest potential yet. That shit is still in y'all. That's the shit the motherfuckers is scared of. They scared of y'all releasing that warrior energy. That's a fact. So that shit's still in y'all. So y'all basically, to act out how you feeling or balance yourself out, you wear masculine clothes. That's you balancing yourself out. So that's you balancing out your masculine side or your military mind. That's how you balance yourself out. That's how y'all do. And y'all don't even be fucking realizing it. But that's just what y'all do. So, y'all be knowing what y'all doing and how to balance yourself out. Y'all be knowing what y'all doing. Y'all just don't be realizing that shit because y'all just, you just be doing what you doing. But that's a fact, right? That's why, like, a lot of our women in the past, like Ashada Shakur, she never really wore dresses like that. She didn't start wearing dresses until she was, out of America. She was gone. That's when she started wearing dresses. But when she was here, she was on straight military time. She wasn't fucking around. Jeans and a t-shirt. That's how they, wore back then, especially the Panthers Party, jeans and a t-shirt. They military minded. They wasn't with the bullshit. They ain't playing no games. But that's just how, they balance themselves out though. Right? So training yourself builds character. It builds character for you to know who you is and know your purpose and know what you are created and designed and structured to do. This is just how it works. Balance builds great character. You know, I'm young, I'm a young man, but I have balance. And I've noticed for my balancing, it's built a lot of character within me. I'm not who I was before. I don't act the way I used to act. Right? And as you start to build better character and start to change your mindset, you may start to see other people start to look at you different. Certain people may start growing a little bit more respect for you, or certain people may start to fade away from you because they're not built the way you built. Right? A man is not gonna sit around and listen to motherfuckers gossiping. A man ain't gonna sit around and listen to that. I'm not gonna sit around and listen to other grown motherfuckers talking about another motherfucker. That's bitch shit. If you got a problem with another motherfucker, go tell him. Why are you sitting around talking about him? That's what girls do. Men don't do that. Right? So when I hear other men talking about other motherfuckers, gossiping, saying what they don't like, I completely, I shut off. I cancel out. I don't want to hear that shit because you ain't no man. You talking about a motherfucker behind their back, but to their face, you ain't even gonna say none of that. It's gonna be all love. Nah, that ain't real shit. That ain't how you do. If I got a problem with you, I'ma tell you. That's it. that's that's just me how I feel about it. But you know, other people feel a different certain way for how they deal with shit. That's just what it is though. As I said before, a lot of lives could have been saved if motherfuckers knew how to talk to each other. Right? We talk about all this street gang violence. A lot of that violence or a lot of that beef is built up because motherfuckers don't know how to talk to each other. And most of the motherfuckers, you know them. You grew up with the motherfuckers. Right? But you probably was jealous of them and had something against them. So now that you out here gang banging, now you have a reason to do something to them because you always was jealous of them. Right? But that shit that could be solved out. You could speak to a motherfucker and solve some shit like that. That's some kid shit. That ain't no shit you could, you should take a motherfucker life for. That's some weak ass shit. But a motherfucker use anything to try to, get out on a motherfucker. And that would be, a way a motherfucker get out on a motherfucker because he never liked him or he had something against him. He was jealous of him. Same with females. They be the same way. You Every day is a what they would call a training day. Every day is a training day. Train your mind to reach its best ability. This is what you have to do. I went on what was it? I think 2, 3 months ago. I went on a 12 day dry fast. Right, so I didn't drink no water. I had no water for 12 days. The reason why I did that is because I wanted to see how my body would produce without drinking anything. And my body was still producing the same way, but it was producing more functionally than it will produce when I'm drinking something. So pissing, I wasn't really pissing that much, but I was pissing though. But it didn't necessarily feel like I was pissing. It felt like I was releasing, you know, bad toxins, that had been sitting in me for so long that wasn't being released, you know. And then after I ended my 12-day dry fast, I fasted, so I didn't eat nothing for 7 days. Um, and I did that, for the same reasons of trying to see how my body will react, you know, off of not having that in it, and I was developing a clearer mind while doing that. My mind started to develop better, my information was developing. Um, and it made me appreciate um the body, but it also made me appreciate uh wealth. You know, a lot of us, when we look at wealth, we look at wealth as money. Wealth comes in all things, all shapes and sizes. like I said in my last video, I think uh, 2 videos ago, when Big Mama, when she sees that you doing your self work and you doing what you supposed to be doing, she sends you gifts of gratitude, um, based upon your work. So if you doing your self work and you opening up your heart, right, she gonna let a lot of loving things come into your life. This stuff that you always wanted, that you used to ask for, that you never got. Shit like that's gonna come into your life. And you ain't gonna know where the fuck it came from. It's gonna be her showing you gratitude. You doing your self work, now you getting back what you putting out. That's gratitude. Far as money, clothes, somebody give you some more food. Food is another form of gratitude. That's another form of wealth. Right? Okay, so if you went on a certain day fast and then when you break your fast, it just be a whole bunch of food that pop up out of nowhere, that's Big Mama rewarding you. That's her showing you gratitude towards you going that long without eating nothing. That's gratitude. That's a reward. But a lot of motherfuckers, if they ain't tuned in, they wouldn't catch that. They just think that's just normal shit. Nah, that's a reward. That's how she worked. Mainly, she proud of you because she see that you willing to go to that type of point to reach your higher self. And ever since I did that, I've been getting nothing but rewards. And it was only 7 days, Some motherfuckers do learn that, but within that 7 days, I was learning, and doing a lot of shit, And then, like I said, I did the 12-day dry fast, which is what a lot of people don't do. A lot of people can't go 12 days on that shit, but I did. I could have did 20 though, but after a while, I started feeling like I needed some water because I was coughing a lot. So uh, I had to, drink something. But that's what it is, though. You gotta learn. You gotta learn and develop. Learning yourself, learning yourself, you can be able to develop. If you don't learn yourself, you ain't gonna be able to develop. I don't give a fuck what it is, sexually, at any state, learn yourself because it's important. This is why you can't listen to a motherfucker that don't know themselves. If you don't know yourself, how the fuck can I listen to you? It don't make sense. I can't listen to you if you don't fucking know yourself. You don't know who you are. You don't know where the fuck you come from. So how the fuck I'ma listen to you? Why the fuck am I gonna sit here and invest my energy into listening to your motherfucking songs and shit when you don't know who the fuck you is? I'm listening to what the fuck you saying. You ain't saying nothing. You ain't got nothing to talk about. Why the fuck should I be listening to you? You don't know shit. People don't want to learn themselves because it's not what's in, right? It ain't the fun thing to do. That's what they would call weird or I don't know, boring. whatever you want to call it, or a motherfucker call something like that square, all that other shit. Learning yourself. A lot of motherfuckers don't want to do that. They don't want to sit with themselves, right? Because when you sit with yourself, this is when all of your emotions that you don't release or acknowledge, all that shit just gonna start coming out. And you gonna be left dealing with that shit. You gonna start thinking about the shit you done before. Think about your regrets and your mistakes. You gonna think about all that shit when you by yourself. Now, when you with other motherfuckers, that shit ain't gonna really come into your mind. It can, but that shit'll go right out the window because you around motherfuckers. You got motherfuckers around you to entertain you. And this is why people put themselves around other people, so they don't have to deal with that shit. But it's something you have to do to be able to learn what the fuck you is. Ain't nothing wrong with being by yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with being single and not having nobody next to you. It's nothing wrong with that. It never was nothing wrong with it, right? Because then you being single, what that does is give you an opportunity to make yourself available for somebody. Motherfuckers out here are going along fucked up mentally, right? And then try to put themselves in a relationship with another motherfucker with a fucked up mind. How the fuck is two fucked up minds gonna make any good? It ain't. If we two people that's not right mentally, don't know who the fuck we is or what the fuck we even doing down here, we just getting money and fucking the shit out of each other. How the fuck is we gonna get somewhere if we're not right within? If we don't know who the fuck we is, we ain't gonna be able to get nowhere. We can't. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm not gonna get nowhere if I'm out here fucked up, thinking about pussy all day. I here hurt my own people and just try to get with some. I'm not gonna get nowhere. All she talk about is how niggas ain't shit. Talk about popping her pussy and how she'd give her pussy to anybody as long as they got a bag on them. She don't give a fuck. She don't give a fuck about how, how she present herself. She don't give a fuck about none of that shit. She disrespectful, nasty to the motherfucker. She don't give a fuck. How the fuck is she gonna be able to get a husband or get a man, a real man, if that's the way she acts? She ain't gonna get no motherfucking body. She gonna track exactly what the fuck she pitting out. She gonna get one of these sorry ass motherfuckers that's gonna deal with that shit because she look good and she know how to fuck. That's all she gonna get. You ain't gonna get nowhere, right? But when you make yourself available and you take accountability for your own mind and your own self and your own mistakes, this is when you can make yourself available to be able to be in a situation with somebody that's gonna be good for you. But niggas don't want to do that. They just nah. I want to get the fucking. I don't want to make myself a certain way. I just want to do what the fuck I want to do right now. Get the fuck on because I'm not looking for a relationship, not necessarily. I just want to get my shit off and I'm gone. And that's why a lot of shit don't work out for motherfuckers. Right? This is why a lot of these relationships be always toxic. Motherfuckers always arguing. It's always narcissistic energy that's uh, around these relationships because motherfuckers is not right with themselves. A lot of motherfuckers is mentally they sick. Mentally they ill. Mentally. And we as a people, we just think it's normal. Or that's just that. Nah, this motherfucker ain't right. Any motherfucker that try to force himself on a woman, nigga, you ain't right with yourself. Certain females try to force themselves on niggas, but niggas be so weak they allow it to happen. This is why I also talked about energy transmutation. So let's say for a female perspective, you a man, right? And your girl trying to have sex with you. Or let's say you meet a random girl and she wanna have sex with you. Let's say she's intoxicated and she wanna have sex with you because you look good to her. She don't give a fuck, she'll fuck anybody because she's intoxicated. What you do is you use an energy transmutation. So all the shit that she's saying she wanna do to you, what you do is transform that to where all the shit she want to do to you, she do it on to herself. Okay, so you want to suck my dick? All right, well, go get a motherfucking dildo and get the motherfucker sucking. Or you want to be fucked in your pussy? Well, use that same dildo you sucked on and put that motherfucker in your pussy. Case closed. You got that vibrator right in your motherfucking purse. Go ahead and get out. That's how That's how you use energy transmutation. Whatever a motherfucker mentality is, and they trying to force that mentality onto you, reverse that motherfucker to where they enter to where they act that shit out on their motherfucker self. That's energy transmutation. Men, we do it all the time. What the fuck you think masturbating is? Watching porn. All the shit that you thinking that another girl won't do with you, you just gonna go watch something to where you can release that motherfucking energy. Right? Because then after you release that life force, you still ain't got to the point that you wanted to get to because you didn't do it with nobody. You just watching the motherfucking video, didn't do what you had to do. So you still gonna be not satisfied because you didn't do what the fuck you really wanted to do. You know. But that's just how it is though. There's some real shit. I'm telling you, this ain't just no. This real shit. This is how you train yourself. Whenever you are around narcissistic people, that's always making something bad out of something that ain't even really that serious. What you do is keep your composure. Don't let their energy fall a victim to you. Right? Because, like I said, people like gossiping, right? You can get caught up in gossiping, even if you're not a gossiper. You could get caught up in it, right? Because all they looking for is you to say one word and then you are a part of the conversation, right? So, a motherfucker say something to you about a motherfucker. Hey, man, that nigga, ooh. Or, she a hoe, she, ooh. Who you talking about? Oh girl, ooh, then she keep going telling you, you just let yourself be a part of the conversation because you asked one motherfucking question. Now you are a part of the conversation. Now when they go talk to another motherfucker, oh yeah, me and such was talking about, ooh, I can't stand that bitch. Ooh, you a part of the conversation. Then when the word get to the other motherfucker that y'all was talking about, or that old girl was talking about that you got in, now she gonna wanna come see you. Now y'all gonna be banging in the middle of the motherfucking street. Because she believed that you was talking about her too. But all you did was ask one question and you became a part of the whole motherfucking conversation. And when you get around motherfuckers like that, don't give them none of your motherfucking attention. They start saying shit, you just be like, and walk the fuck on. Cause then what they gonna do is try to look for you for confirmation. Oh, was that wrong what I was saying? Oh, don't answer none of that shit. Just like, don't give that shit any attention because all they trying to do is put that shit on you so you could become a part of the problem. Don't pay attention to none of that bullshit. That's a what you call a narcissistic motherfucker. That's a narcissist. Any way to turn the situation on you, they gonna do it. They the victims. They always play the victim card. All right. But that's what you do. Allow that shit to be on them. Don't make that shit on you. You doing your self work. You know who you is. You in tune. Don't let yourself fall like that. Cause that's one way you can fall. Especially if you had a problem with that certain person that you had let go. Motherfuckers start bringing up old shit. You fuck around, get caught up back in that. Yeah, nigga, ooh. You right back where you was. Right back where you started. Don't let that shit get you caught up. Cause all this doing is playing a part on the brain. Right, so your brain was going right. Now you on the bullshit. Now that motherfucker slowly going back left. Now you done fucked up your meter. Now that motherfucker is running low on fuel. Now you running low. What's gonna get that motherfucker to run again is about remembering what you put in it the first time. You know, that's what it is, though. You have to train yourself, become the greatest version of what you want to be. Self doubt, depression, anxiety, all that plays a part on you not balancing energy. That all plays a part. Cause like I said, lion minded being, you gonna do whatever the fuck you wanna do. A lion don't give a fuck. But if you ain't in tune to that energy the way it's supposed to be, if it's not balanced the correct way, you ain't gonna, you ain't gonna do nothing. You gonna keep postponing what you've been trying to do. You gonna keep postponing it. you know, you know. Balancing yourself out, balancing your chakras is important. I already talked about that before too. Balancing out your chakras. All that's gonna play a role. You know. Certain people certain people will never reach their higher self. That's just a fact. Certain people will never reach it. You got certain people that will reach it. You got certain people that haven't reached it and they don't even notice, that they reached it. And then you got certain motherfuckers that never reach it. Certain motherfuckers was on the journey of reaching a higher self, but they stopped. The reason why they stopped is because they higher self brought too much purpose, right? So they say, when you find your passion comes purpose, right? So once you find your passion and then your purpose comes out of your passion, you're going to have to start doing something within your own will because you have the will now. You have what you need. You have all the ingredients you need to be able to put everything in the pot. All right, now it's time to get to cooking. But you don't want to get to cooking. You want everything to be prepared for you, and that ain't how it works. Ain't nothing gonna prepare itself for you. You have to prepare it. You have to season it the way you want it to be seasoned. It can't do that for you. All right. So certain people get to that point and they'll stop. All that spiritual shit they was talking about, going around saying all that shit over with, them motherfuckers ain't even like that no more. And it's a couple motherfuckers out here that's like that. They was spiritual, then them motherfuckers stopped. They ain't on that shit no more. Don't even talk about it. All that shit they was hollering out, all that shit went down the drain. Motherfuckers ain't on that. Motherfuckers wasn't on that in the beginning anyway. The motherfuckers was just hollering. They was just following the wave. They was one of them ego fake woke motherfuckers. Ego spiritual motherfuckers. Type of motherfuckers that'll use some sage but don't know what the fuck they getting rid of. Talk about they cleansing themselves, but they don't even know what the fuck they need to be cleansing. I'm just giving you the game. My mother told me to give out this message. I'm just giving you the game. That's it. I'm just giving out the message. Mm. You know. that's just that's how it is though. Um, you know, listen um listen to your, intuition, in your higher self. Your intuition is a part of your higher self because it's the divine source energy within you responding back to what you asking it. So you ask yourself something that you want to know, your higher self your highest energy is going to concoct a way to give you back what you asking it. Right? So sometimes you can ask yourself something and you don't get the information back as fast as you want it to. And then it may give you the information later on out the day, but if you ain't in tune with yourself, you ain't even gonna know what the fuck yourself just told you. That can happen too. It's happened to me. But I know how to handle it. I know what I'm being told. That's how it works. Yourself, yourself will find a way to give you the information back on what you asked it, and then after it concoct a way to give you the information back to what you asked it, it'll give it back to you. You just gotta be in tune and know that yourself just responded. Or if you asking Big Mama something, if you asking the Queen of Heaven and Earth something, she gon' send you the information back on to you. It could be through synchronicities, like I said, the angel numbers, which it ain't really no such thing as angel numbers, like I told you, but she gonna either send it back through synchronicities and numbers or certain shit you may see. She gonna see the information back to what you asked her, because all your information is going out into her shit, the earth and the ethers. All that shit is gonna concoct up to a response. So whatever response you get is what it is. And the thing with the one thing she don't do, she don't keep repeating herself. I've noticed that she don't repeat herself. When she tell you something one time, that's it. You better get it while she told you. Because if you don't get it while she told you, you just gonna keep asking and asking and asking and asking, and she ain't gonna tell you shit. You know, but that's how that shit go though. You know. Also, you also have to start paying attention to certain people around you. Certain people, okay, so like I just talked about intuition. When you ask yourself something and then you may hear what you asked through another person, that could be a confirmation to what you just asked yourself as well. Right? Like I said, how Big Mama worked, she send information back to you of what you put out. So she could either, like I said, uh, send it right back into your vessel, or she can have another motherfucker tell you what you asked her. Right? She could use others as a reference because you gonna be able to get them more than you may be able to get yourself. That's a fact. So she may use your mother to give you the confirmation back on what you asked her because she know you gonna pay attention to your mama because that's your mama. You ain't gonna go against your mama. Or she may use your dad. You know, uh, your dad may be the one to give you the information. And see, the thing about that is, Big Mama, she uses certain energies, uh, uh, basically for the tone of the information. So if she, um, or if she trying to give you a confirmation through somebody, she may use a feminine vessel for a softer tone. You may need to hear a feminine tone to be able to balance out your feminine energy, right? And in some moments, if you need to balance out your masculine energy, she may use a masculine vessel to give you a masculine type of tone. So that would be the blue lodge. That's why your throat chakra is the color blue, because that's representing the father line. So she may use a male to give you the confirmation back of what you asked her. So, you know, the tone could be different. Because if you're in tune, you'll know, what's going on and why she used that certain person. But that's just how Big Mama work, you know. That's why she just told me I need to speak some more, because I had to get that out, I guess. You know, you know. But yeah, that's how it is, though. This is what you have to do to be able to reach your higher self, train yourself, understand who you are, understand your power, and master that shit. Once you master that shit, you will reach your highest potential. Don't take yourself too serious, but don't disrespect yourself though. Always have your senses, you know, because a lot of motherfuckers be lying to you. Oh, you gotta go vegan, or you gotta be like this. That shit don't matter. I don't go for what no motherfucker tell you. They can have locks, crystals all day, but them motherfuckers, if them motherfuckers ain't giving you no gems like you need, the motherfuckers ain't on shit. Fuck the motherfuckers. Worry about yourself. You know. But I'm about to go ahead. I'm a young cat. Peace to the sexy goddess. Peace to the gods. Peace to Big Mama. From one cosmic mind to another, we all got each other. Great minds think alike. Two minds is greater than one. But one mind is greater than no mind. One mind tells all, but two minds speak a little. With that being said, though, y'all be safe out here. I'm out.